Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Hulk Hogan, Hall of Fame. He is a striker, and he is a good one. At 20k as a coach, your gems are going to do 15% more damage. Very strong coach. He has the one link, the Hall of Fame link. Any color move starts with 4 more move points. And he has 3 gears. He's got the traditional bronze Hall of Fame gear, the silver, and the gold. With the first bonus gear, you're going to get plus 2 MP to each move, and with the second bonus gear, your black gems will do 100% more damage. That's big on Striker. The gem damage is very, very big. So let's get in here and take a look at his moves. I'm going to have 3 builds for you guys, a 3-star, a 4-star, and a 5-star. Normally, I kind of go off the beaten path a little bit, try a bunch of different move sets, but these are so strong that the traditional move sets, I don't think there's any way to beat them. So I'm just going to have the 3 for you guys. We're going to start off with the elbow drop, 7 MP black move, deal 54k damage and make 8 power gems into red gems. The scoop slam, deal 46k damage and choose a 7x1 area to swap into black gems. Keep in mind our black gems are doing double damage because of the gear. That's a 6 MP red. The back body drop, another 6 MP red, deal 50,000 damage and choose a 6x1 area to make into snowfall gems, which will modify all gems below it into power gems of strength 4,900 when broken by you. For the entourage, we're going to run with Sting, so that we start with more red MP, Striker Taker, so that the power gems will add 53% more damage. We got Hall of Fame Bella for another 10% on the power gems, and then we got Typhoon, so we get 15% more damage on the red gems. In fact, that'll take our red gem damage all the way up to 7,400 per gem. So not too shabby, really. So let's get out here on the road. And oh, by the way, we'll be taking on Hall of Fame Sergeant Slaughter at 5-star silver. So another Hall of Fame card, a full tier above us, fully strapped. We're not. I do have tour perks, plus 2 MP and plus 1 on a match. I do want to say, guys, since I've been doing previews, Hogan does feel like the strongest card I have ever previewed. That's not to say he will stay that way when fully strapped. However, just right out of the gate, I've never played a card that felt this strong since I've been doing previews. So keep that in mind. I do have both of his gear for the preview. Also keep that in mind. So each black gem is going to be doing 16,000 gem damage. That's huge. So the whole point behind this build is to get these snowfall gems out. You obviously want to do that on the top row. Ideally, we won't connect another black or get a cascade, and I'll show you why that is ideal. So we're going to blow all these up, and it's going to drop the power gems beneath it. Also, the power gems go out first, so they will do a tick of damage with this first one. And if we don't cause a cascade at all, unfortunately we did. So if we hadn't have caused a cascade, we could do a 3-match and get another tick of the power gems. That did like 400k right there. But we won't be able to do that this time. So we're just going to hit the elbow drop and look to get a recycle in. So you could do this different ways. You could put Big John Stud in. Ideally for me, I found in playing him that was plenty. The 9 is plenty, and you want to keep the power gems out for some more damage, or at least I do. And it recycles very well, so we're just going to repeat the process, and this time I can probably show you the extra swipe that I was talking about. Yeah. So normally you do that, and instead of hitting the red move, you do your swipe, get the power gems to tick again, and it's over. So incredibly strong, and that's why I prefer going with Taker. You could also use Nakamura, Striker Nakamura, for more damage, but at 9k, Taker's a little bit better with those power gems. Also, Sid's Plate for the power gems, and or cheap shot would be good skill plates to use. And you could run him double armor, double fury, a combination of both. I would probably be inclined to go with armor because we're not necessarily blowing up a bunch of the board. We want to keep those power gems on the board. And again, keep in mind that was a full 5-star silver that we just annihilated. So next build set is all different moves, but also at the same time kind of similar to what we just did. So let's get in here and take a look at the 4-star move. We're going to bring the finisher in, which is the running leg drop. And we're going to bring the big boot in. And we're also going to bring hulking up in. Oops. Hulking up is only 5 MP, low charge move. Big boot is 6 green MP, and the finisher is 10 black MP with the running leg drop, which deals 87k damage and makes 6 power gems into wildcard gems, and you pin the opponent. The big boot, deal 46k damage and choose a 1x7 area to swap into black gems. And hulking up, deal 48k damage and choose 7 gems to make into trap gems. Broken by your opponent, deal 0 damage and increase the strength of your power gems to 5,700. If broken by you, deal 0 damage and make 7 random gems into power gems of strength 3000. So, gonna get a bunch of power gems on the board. This time, we're gonna go with steel for more green MP to get started. 4 more. And we're going to go with Big John Stud for the wild cards. It wouldn't matter which trainer you used. I just happen to be using Big John Stud this time. Any of your gem generation trainers will work. So I'm going to put in 1 gem generation at the coach. I'm going to go with Hall of Fame Booker T. You could use any of them. If you have more than 1, you could use 2. I will just go with 1 because it's fairly rare to have them. So I'm going to run this with 1 instead of 2. Normally I would run it with 2 and get that extra wild card. But you can run it with 2 if you have them, or in this case I'm going to put Lacey on there for extra gem damage on 2 colors, purple and green, just because it's 2 colors. So I'm going to go that route. Now for this move set, running it this way, the power gems aren't quite as important. So in this case, I would be more inclined to do double fury. You could still do armor. You still could do a mix of each. Sid's power gem plate, cheap shot, both again would be good. In this case though, you could also use the 2 words for you plate or the blue bomber, since you were not necessarily needing to keep the power gems as much because the wild card's going to blow up a lot of the board as well. So trap gems, you can potentially toss them all in a row and get them to break. Or you could even save some and let them break on the wild card as well. So I probably will do that. I found that that seems to be a good mix to get some more power gems out instead of just breaking all of them. So you can kind of go 5 and 2. Because we're going to fill most of the board up with power gems here, as you can see. Okay, and now we're going to make 11 wild cards. So a few more power gems go out, so you get an advantage of them ticking again. We didn't get a real huge cascade or anything. In fact, somehow we managed to not get a full recycle on the green. But that's okay, because the black is charged. So this will kind of be a little bit like last time, except we're just going to have all the power gems, or all the traps out for when the wild cards hit. 340k. Unfortunately, we did miss the laying that row, or the column rather, of blacks down because it does so much damage. And we can do it again. And I'll show you what it looks like with the whole row of them. And we did make a match, so again, this is one where you can do a 3-match and get the gems to tick again, just like before, and get some extra damage out. So, again, really easy win. The first set is my favorite. I like that more than this wildcard set. Although strapped up, this would be even stronger for sure than it is this way. But another very strong moveset. So the last build, we're going to keep the 2 green moves, and we're going to pull in the 5-star move, the Axe Bomber. Now this is kind of interesting for this one. This moveset would be one where I would use against, say, like a Titan. As the match goes longer, it would get stronger. So if somehow you're up against someone you can't finish in a turn or two, then you might start thinking about this build set. So we're going to bring that Axe Bomber in, and that is the 5-star move. It's a 7 MP black move. You're going to deal 52k damage and make 9 random gems into green gems. We're going to keep steel, and I'm actually going to bring Jinder in for more traps. Because ideally, we can get our opponent to break those traps and really buff the strength of the power gems out there. For every trap, the power gems are going to broken by our opponent. The power gems are going to go up by 5,700. So that's why I say in longer matches, like against a Titan, this could be quite crazy. As those power gems stay out, they can get very large. So again, with your movesets, you could go, or with your strap, double armor, double fury. Again, additionally, you could use the blue bomber skill plate, or the 2 words for you, other than the 2 I have showing, the cheap shot and Sid's plate. So ideally, for this one, you want to try and place them on places where he potentially will break them. However, we're dropping wild cards, so we don't know yet. The board's going to change a lot. No idea yet where it could end up, so it's pretty tough to predict, so you can just kind of throw them out there. Again, I'm going with 5 since that's going to get most of the board with power gems and give me a better chance to have the computer break them. So if we wouldn't have got that little cascade, I would have taken a match and got the power gems to tick again. Instead, we did, so we'll be using the Axe Bomber here. And this is going to throw out some random greens. And that's actually not bad. Hopefully he'll break some of our power gems. Or trap gems, rather. He got one of them, so now each power gem is up to 8,800, and I still have a bunch on the board. Go with that, and let's go here and here. And just kind of try and spread those traps around. So 335,000. I don't think it does overwrite some of them, but you can still see most of them are the 8,800. So I think it may keep the stronger one. That probably could use some testing as you do more of this. But this is one where now we can get a match, get another tick of those power gems, and then hit this again and probably end the match. But you can see where the longer it goes, the more powerful this gets. Because now the power gems, once he's done doing his thing here, are going to be really large. $20,000. So the ticks are just going to be massive. So yeah, the longer it goes, the bigger they get. And in a case like this, I probably would just at this point, throw my traps everywhere except my column that I'm going to take. So again, I think the first moveset is his fastest, but the other ones potentially have utility and use beyond that. Yeah, so Hogan, really amazing card, a lot of fun to play. First moveset's my favorite, but potential to do some interesting things and get some very large power gems on the board. Incredibly strong coach, incredibly strong card. I would love to get him, as I'm sure all of you would. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that helps me out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, guys. Good luck out there.